Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn about arrays in the C programming language. Okay, so what is the purpose of the array? Suppose I want to store a value. I want to store a single value here. So let us suppose that value be 5. So I want to store a value 5. So I can store it in a variable called a. Okay, so int a equals to 5, right? So I am defining int a equals to 5. That means if you want to store a single value, then you can store it using a single variable. Okay, suppose you want to store multiple values, like I want to store 5 values or 10 values, 50 values or 100 values. Then if you want to store 50 values, then you have to declare and initialize 50 variables, right? If you want to store 50 values, you have to initialize 50 variables here, right? Like from a to z, like that we have to initialize multiple number of variables here. Okay, so let us suppose that I want to store ages of 100 persons. Okay, I want to store ages of 100%. Okay, then it will be difficult to initialize 100 variables for storing the ages of 100 persons, right? So in this part we can use the arrays. So array is one of such data type available in C language to group similar data types into a single item with a single name, but to access them using the indexes or subscripts. Okay, so array is defined as the collection of the similar type of data items stored at contiguous memory allocations. That means, so data item, the values are stored in the memory locations in a sequential fashion. Okay, so we're going to use the array here to group similar type of data types. So array is also defined as a collection of variables belonging to the same data type and stored in a single name. Okay, so here suppose I want to store ages of 100 persons, then the age can be stored in the format of the int format, right? Integer format only. So using a array, I am going to store ages of 100 persons here, and all the ages must be of same data type. Okay, so ages of 100 persons will be of the data type integer. Okay, so that's why it is also called as a sequence of data items of homogeneous data type. That means, so we are going to store the sequence of data values of the homogeneous data type, that means of same data type. Okay, so in the array we can store the values of same data type with a single variable name. So here I am declaring here int age of 100, int age of 100. That means we can store the ages of 100 persons here. Okay, and the ages of all the persons is of data type integer. Okay, so here we are going to store the ages of 100 persons with a single variable name, that is the age. Okay, and array is a derived data type. So we know that we have two types of data types, that is primitive and derived data types. So array can support integers, float, characters, and as well as it can support derived data types like structures, pointers, and functions also it can support. Okay, so it can store the structures, pointers, and functions also. Okay, and array is a derived data type. So using the arrays we can store the primitive as well as derived data types here. Okay, so this is the syntax of the array. Okay, that is a data type followed by the array name and array size. So here data type is the integer followed by the array name. Here I am giving the array name as A and the size of the array, which is a 10. That means it can store 10 values in the array. So next, coming to the properties of the array. Okay, so here we have the char b of 10. That means a character array to store a string of 10 characters with the name b. Okay, so this is the a character array is declared here to store a string of 10 characters. And remember one thing, that in the C language, for strings there is no separate data type. Okay, so if you want to store a string also, you can store it using the character data type. So next, coming to the properties of the array, a group of data of same data type can be stored in an array, right? So we are having the different properties of array. So here, using the array, we can only store the values of same data type, okay, using the array. And contiguous memory locations are used to store array elements. Okay, so contiguous memory locations are used to store the array elements. That means here the data is stored in a sequential fashion. So we are using the contiguous memory allocations. That means, so the memory allocations are, the values are stored in a sequential fashion. That means that values will be stored in the adjacent memory locations here. Okay, so next, contiguous memory allocations are used to store the array elements. Array size must be at a constant value. Okay, so the array size that we are declaring here must be of a constant value. That means the array size should not change over the running of the program. So while running a program, the array size should not change here. So here I am giving the int a of 10. That means the size is divided for storing the 10 values here, and this size should not change over the period of running the program. And the next one is, elements of the array can be randomly accessed. Okay, so here the values may be stored in a in adjacent memory locations, but accessing the data in the array can be done in a random fashion. Okay, so here I am having the array elements, like I can access the particular number from the array in a random fashion. That means, so I can okay, randomly. So next, coming to the advantages of the array. So code optimization, ease of traversing, ease of sorting, and random access. So these are the advantages of arrays. So code optimization means, so we need less code to use the arrays. Okay, we need less code to use the arrays. And ease of traversing. So ease of traversing means, so we can retrieve the data from the arrays easily. Okay, we can search and access the data which is stored in the arrays very easily. And ease of sorting. So the values which are stored in an array can be sorted in the format of ascending or descending order easily. Okay, and random access. So we can access the any value stored in the array. Okay, so we can access the value stored in the array randomly. And coming to the disadvantages of the array. So here we are having the disadvantages. Here is a fixed size. Okay, so array is of a fixed size. That means I'm storing int age of 100 persons. Then so here this is the array size, right? So it is fixed throughout the program, and it cannot be changed throughout the program. So if you declare a particular array like this, then the memory will be divided for 100 locations for storing the values of, for storing the 100 persons ages. Okay, and this won't change here. And remember one thing, that array is a static way of storing the data. Okay, it is fixed. And coming to the dynamic size, linked list is an example of the dynamic size. Okay, so you can we can extend the memory locations using the linked list, which can be it is available in the data structures. Okay, it is not in the C programming. So this is about the arrays, and here generally there are two types of arrays, namely one-dimensional array and multi-dimensional arrays. So one-dimensional array is used to store the data in a single column or a single row, whereas the multi-dimensional array is used to store data in many dimensions, in the format of array of arrays. So we're having the different types of multi-dimensional arrays, like a two-dimensional array, three-dimensional array, four-dimensional arrays, like that. So in the case of two-dimensional array, it is used to process data in the format of rows and columns. Okay, so in the two-dimensional array, data is stored in the format of rows and columns. Whereas in the format of three-dimensional array, it is used to store 3D data using the X, Y, and Z axis values. Similarly, in the case of the four-dimensional array, it is used to store the data with four-dimensional values. So and so on. So we're having the multi-dimensional arrays. But in the C language, we are going to know the two-dimensional array and one-dimensional array in the next upcoming videos. So this is about the introduction of the arrays. Thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.